All right, more questions. Scanning.
Go on to your right there.
Who is this? Oh, okay, I see. Coming over.
I was just wondering, like, how did each of you get into, like, anime and cosplay and everything?
Oh, that's fun. I don't know. I was cosplaying when I was 8 without knowing. But for me personally, it was like when I was, I guess, 9 or 10, I discovered the internet. I discovered many things that year. No, I was looking at Final Fantasy VII, so it was my favorite game at the time, and then I stumbled across cosplay, and it just kind of blew my mind. I was like, what? Because I'd like been 7 years old at school pretending I was Aerith, you know, so I was like, wait, you can dress up in the costumes and act like that? It just blew my mind. And then it wasn't until like I was looking at things for a couple of years, it wasn't until like years later that someone, like one of my friends was like, oh yeah, there's a convention near here. I went, you mean like an anime convention? Like, you can dress up? And then they proceeded to have me in a basement for like a week just madly sewing this really crappy costume together, and then off I went, and then that's why I'm here now. It kind of seals my fate in my life in general.
Hooray for the internet.
Ready for the internet. Ruined my life.
Anime and like that wise, I've basically been into it for a while without knowing. I basically grew up with Legend of Zelda and Pokemon,
Yeah.
and Sailor Moon, and all of those. So I was into it without actually knowing. It was like, oh hey, cartoons, woo!
Yeah.
And then, you know, the internet. Internet explains so many things. But then when it came to cosplay, I was on Google researching about the book Maximum Ride, trying to work on a book report, and this face came up.
Inception.
Whoa! And I was finding on YouTube, I'm like, what are they doing? Why are they the character? This is an actual thing? And it just kind of went from there.
I was this lonely well, I wasn't really lonely, but I went home after school and I was like, I want to hang out with you guys. I want to go home and watch anime on my computer. So that's what I did. And then I was looking through YouTube because somebody sent me a Final Fantasy AMV, and I was just like, there's this thing called YouTube where you can view videos? Awesome! So I looked around on YouTube and I searched Naruto. And it came up as there are these real people dressed in Naruto cosplay. It was an Ino and a Sakura doing this dance at some convention, and I watched the video and was like, whoa, they're really pretty. And then this Link jumps in the end, starts playing like his sword like a guitar, and I was just like, whoa, this is really weird. What are they doing? And then I started searching more, and I started finding all these videos of cosplayers at conventions, and I was just like, that looks like fun. I want to try doing that. So I went on the internet, again, internet, and searched up cosplay conventions in the area, found AE's website, joined the forums, agreed to meet a much older man downtown. True story. True story. Ended up meeting one of the closest friends I have ever had. Of course, this won't happen in all cases. Please don't meet strange men off the internet. And then ended up going to AE and had the time of my life, and the rest is history.
The rest is history.
You should have told me that thing before, because I met Josh through the internet.
It's true. There are like strange men around.
However, he didn't say, I will be at Granville Station wearing a long black trench coat.
At least we gave Lily an address, and we're like, oh, just come here. All right, more questions. My line of vision. Oh, okay. I can't see it all. Someone want to pass this down?
Take the microphone.
Okay.
Sorry, I was waving at people.
Do you guys have any crazy convention stories? Like something weird happened to you even in relevance of, you know what I'm talking about?
Everything?
No, just like one thing out of
Well,
everything.
gee, I don't know David Brogan. You do the voice so well, it's kind of creepy.
What?
Your voice, it was pretty good. It was creepy. Anyways, weird things that happen at cons. Are you kidding? It's like every single minute of every single con ever.
Sure, like, I can name one moment that happened to me, but
one interesting moment that comes to mind, we have a video up on our YouTube channel about it happening, was waiting for a panel that happened at SakinoCon. For some reason, the Canadian national anthem ended up getting... So I thought that was an interesting moment for all these cosplayers to all of a sudden be singing "Oh Canada" and.
Canada had nowhere to say that.
Of course, we can blame Hentalia.
They're not looking like it, but it's still Canada.
I don't really know what to say because I feel like every convention you have so many stories that you have so many stories you don't even remember them anymore because it's just like what happened.
Just pick one and roll with it.
Just pick one? Okay, all of my stories are all about mana. Nothing interesting happens to me apparently except mana. So SakuraCon once again, being Hammond Zombie again. Mana had to, I don't know, she had to clip her toenails or something. Anyway, so we're at SakuraCon and she's in the bathroom, in the stall, like singing and clipping her toenails while I stand awkwardly in the bathroom, green, just kind of looking at people as they come in. They're like, and I'm like, hi, I'm green, you know, just not saying anything. And the convention center there has automatic toilet flush. So there's Mana singing and she's like, and all of a sudden I hear, because the toilet flush, and she screamed so loudly that everyone in the bathroom was like, what? And she was screaming, ah! And then she's like, God, this toilet's haunted! And I was like, oh God. I think I actually left the room. I was like, Oh, Shauna has a question. Shauna, when did you get here? Everybody, this is Shauna. She does a bunch of camera work for us.
I actually had an answer to the weird story at a convention. It was my funnest day. Josh was like, hey Shauna, go get some time-lapse of people coming up those crazy escalators at SakuraCon. And I was like, cool, that sounds awesome. And today had given us this warning, like, they're going to try and stop you guys from filming. It doesn't matter that you have media passes, they will try and stop you from filming because that's just the way this SakuraCon can be. And I was like, psh, whatever, I'm pretty. So I take my camera on my monopod, and I'm like, they have that no-go zone, right? And stop the elevators. Yeah. So I go right outside the zone. What do you think the security guard did?
Pushed you in?
She comes straight up to me, beeline. She's like, you cannot take photos here. You have to leave. And I was like, I am a member of the media. I am here filming a documentary. You guys know about me. And I am not inside the zone. And she's like, it doesn't matter. You need to leave. And I was like, fine. Moved back 10 feet while she was looking away. She came back to me and she threatened to call the cops. And I was like, you know what? Fine, I'm just doing my job, but I'm going to move. And she came back like 3 minutes later and she apologized because she was mean.
But I love that though. It's like, hey police, this lady, she's filming. Make her stop, even though she has a media pass and we let her do this.
Yeah, like
she's standing in the wrong spot.
Yeah, I wasn't standing in the wrong spot. I was standing near the wrong spot.
Yeah, when Lily?
You all heard my story.
Oh yeah, it's the same story. I bet Lucas has like 9 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's get another question. I'm looking. Alright, I'm coming.
Hey, in response to the, everything. Yeah. Last year, one of my friends, Samantha, she met the, you could say, 1-to-1 scale metal bear. She's really small, right? Went out, gave a hug. Lasted 1, 2, I don't know, I stopped counting. I left before the hug finished.
Thanks for sharing. That's great.